going today? So I came to talk to you today about something that I was having a difficulty with, like about 3 weeks ago. About 3 weeks ago, I pulled up at Burger King, ordered my breakfast, and I was waiting, and I was like, "Oh, excuse me, um, can I get a jelly?" And so she was like, "Okay, I'm sorry, whatever." I was like, "Can I get a jelly?" And the girl was like, she just handed me some jelly out the window, and I pulled off. And if y'all not, well, y'all don't know me like that, but I don't like grape jelly. I wanted strawberry jelly, and I was like, I had the opportunity to knock on the window and ask her to hand me the jelly that I prefer, but instead I was like, oh, I don't want to bother her. I'm just gonna settle and deal, excuse me, with this jelly. So I get to work, I'm eating my, like y'all may think like, how did she get this ask and receive out of this? But I didn't enjoy my food. I didn't enjoy something that I paid for. I paid my hard-earned money for that breakfast sandwich only to have it ruined because I don't like grape jelly. But why didn't I just ask for the jelly that I wanted? And so I wanted to come in here and talk to you guys about asking and receiving the things that we want in life, but we're too afraid to ask for, or we have fear of rejection, we're afraid to ask them, or we feel like we don't deserve them. And so many of us are walking around in life like wanting, desiring these other things. We're asking for them, and then we get them, and then we don't appreciate them. So that's two types of ask and receive. So the first type of ask and receive is when you just don't ask. Like, why go around in life not asking for what you really want? Whether it's that promotion, whether it's commitment in your relationship, whether it's that new home, whatever it is, why are you not asking for it? Why are you not claiming it? What is stopping you from moving forward in your destiny and asking for what you really want? Are you afraid? Are you afraid that you'll be rejected or that somebody will judge you because of what you're asking for? Let me calm your fears. Do not be afraid to shoot your shot. We see people who we can't believe shoot their shot all the time. Yeah, we will sit around and not ask for what we know we deserve. How many times have you been at work? You are a hard worker. You are putting it down. Yet you won't ask for the raise that you deserve. You won't ask for the time off that you deserve. You have earned a massive amount of time at work. Yet you won't ask for your days off because you feel like they won't be able to survive without you. Newsflash, they can survive without you. I know y'all done heard that if you die today, your job is just going to put your job in the paper or on the internet and replace you. They're not going to be waiting around like, oh my God. They're not going to be having like some major grieving process. They're going to replace you with somebody who can do the job. So why not ask for what you deserve while you are here? Ask for what you deserve. If you feel like in your relationship you want commitment, this is the person that you want to be with, this is the desires of your heart, ask for that. Why are you not asking for that in your relationships? What? Are they going to do is say yes or no? And if they say no, then you know where you stand. And if you know where you stand, you can make plans for your life. Now that plan is you can either stay or you can go. But that way, at least you know. A lot of times we don't ask for what we want because we are scared that we either actually might get it or we won't get it. And so those are two types of like, okay, Lord, if you give me what I'm asking for, if you give me what I'm asking for, am I properly prepared for it? And I'm going to be honest. Hey, Demetria. Yes, you can what you say. You can what you say. Speak up. Oh, you can't hear me. I'm sorry. So what I was saying is that when you ask, when you are afraid to ask for stuff, you are setting yourself up for failure. Can you hear me now, Demetria? I hope y'all can hear me now. Okay. When you don't ask for what you want, you set yourself up for failure, and you pass that on to your children. So when you don't start to do it, when your children see that you are afraid to ask for what you want, they become afraid to ask for what they want. And I always tell my children, the worst I could say is no. If you want to go out somewhere, if you want to do something, if you want to try something, and you ask me and I say no, that's just it. That's the answer. But oftentimes we're afraid to ask for stuff in our adult lives because we learned earlier on in life that rejection is painful. Newsflash, rejection is painful. Rejection in any way, shape, or form is going to be painful for you because who wants to be rejected? But would you rather be rejected than never take your chance and really live your best life asking for what you really want? Let me tell y'all, I have been praying and praying and praying like, Lord, please, I want Just My Hot Mom to be a business. I want it to take off. I want to pour into more women. I want to help parents connect with their children. This is the desires of my heart, Lord. This is what I want. And when I asked that, I was like, okay, I'm going to have to be ready to receive whatever He is going to send my way. And that receiving included some loss and it included some gains. But I knew in my asking that I had to be prepared for whatever came with that ask. We are setting ourselves up for failure when we don't prepare for what we ask for. So you asking God to bless you with a man who is what is the Sierra Westbrook prayer, because she got Russell Westbrook. You asking for God to send you that man, yet you don't know how to cook, you don't know how to clean, you don't know how to change no diapers, your heart ain't right, you ain't connected with Jesus, you ain't got none of that going on, yet you asking for that type of man to come into your life and shower love down upon you. It ain't gonna happen, sis. You have to prepare for what you're asking for, because why would He give you what you're asking for and then you can't handle it? What's the point? All you're gonna do is mess it up. And then you're going to be asking for it again and still haven't learned the lesson and preparing for what you're asking for. So whatever you're asking for, don't be afraid to ask for it. You deserve the desires of your heart. Do you know that that's the truth? Like, God wants to give you the desires of your heart, but you have to be prepared for what comes with those desires. You can't just simply say, oh Lord, bless me with a new car, and you don't know how to put gas in the car. You don't know how to ask somebody to go fix the car. You can't say, dear God, bless me with this new job, yet you don't have the skill set for the new job, and you haven't tried to or won't attempt to obtain that skill set for the new job. See, we ask for, preparing for what you ask for is faith in operation. Correct. I knew my girl was on here for a reason. Hey, you have to prepare your heart, your mind for whatever it is you're asking for. Preparing for something is not just asking for it and waiting for it to happen for you. It takes preparation. It takes a plan. So if you're saying, God, increase my territory. I want my business to grow. I want my family to grow. I want this to happen. Make sure that you are preparing yourself for what is to come next. Have a plan in place. Have something that says, okay, this is what I'm asking for, and when I receive it, I'm going to be able to do X, Y, and Z with it. But all too often, we just ask, and then we don't know what to do with it once we get it. And I'm going to be totally and completely transparent. When I first started this journey, I asked. I was like, I want to be a writer. I want to reach moms. I want to do this. I want to do that. And then when I got the platform to do it, I did that for a while. But when it got tiresome, I was like, okay, Lord, this is a lot. And I kept reminding myself, you asked for this. So in the asking for it, I have to be prepared for the nights that I don't sleep, the research that needs to be done, the talking that I have to do. I have to prepare myself for whatever I asked for. And if I don't prepare myself, it's going to show. It's going to show with you guys. It's going to show on the podcast. It's going to show through my writing. Because if I don't do or take the necessary steps to make sure that I am on task with what I asked for, I am going to fail. It's just going to happen. And so, hold on. That's mommy. If y'all listening to this after the fact, the mommy struggle is real. Everybody is on 10 tonight. So, here are some key points I wanted to give to you in thinking about when you're asking and receiving. And we'll go deeper into this again. It'll be a whole nother session, but I wanted to give you guys these key points. In that story I told you earlier about the Burger King thing, about me getting the sandwich but not getting the right jelly, had I asked for what I really wanted, I wouldn't have wasted my money. I wouldn't have ruined my own breakfast. And I'm sure throughout that day, I was probably still ticked off that I had a nasty sandwich from Burger King with the jelly that I didn't like. But if I would have asked for what I wanted, I probably would have received it and it would have been better. So in that type of asking, don't be afraid to go after what you want. Don't be afraid to shoot your shot, to say, this is what the desire of my heart is. I want to be married. If that's what you want, put that out there and make it known. Stop hiding behind the fear of rejection and start saying what you want. Speak life over yourself. That is the only way you're going to accomplish what you want in life. And okay, so what? You discover that what you want in life doesn't align with what somebody else in life wants in life. That's okay. Because if you remember, God has a greater plan for all of us. And if that person isn't the person that you're supposed to get that from, it's okay. It's okay to move on. It's okay to be hurt in the process, but ask for what you really want. If you are working at a job right now and you can't stand that job, and you're like, I do all this work and they don't appreciate me and I should be getting paid more money for the work that I do, why are you not asking for that money? Why are you afraid to ask for that money? Are you afraid they're going to get rid of you? Are you afraid that they're going to push back and ask you why you think you deserve that money? That's what I'm saying. For when you ask, be prepared for what you're going to receive. Whether it's pushback, whether it's actually what you want, you have to be prepared for that. So what, you go in there and you say, hey, I want $1,000 more in salary. And the reasons why I should get this are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know that I deserve it. And they say, well, so Sally Susie over here does the same thing that you do, and we pay her less. Let me tell y'all, don't be afraid to shoot your shot and tell people what you deserve. I'm going to keep saying shoot your shot because all too often we prepare ourselves to shoot our shot and then we shoot ourselves down. We don't ask. We don't ask because we don't think we are deserving of it. You are deserving of the desires of your heart. Ask for it. Ask for it. And let me give y'all an example of, like, I was like, okay, me and God, y'all know we talk. If y'all don't know, go on over to the Curvy Chronicles and check out the conversation I had with Kiki. But we talk on a regular basis. And I'm like, you know, God, I really want to do my podcast, do my writing, get out and interact and reach more women, reach more parents in my community. And that's what I really want to do with my life. Like, I feel like that's the calling on my life. So Lord, I'm asking that you give me the tools to be able to do that. And you know what? I got the tools to be able to do that. And with those tools came great responsibility for holding myself accountable for making sure that I accomplished all the things I was asking for. So he gave me the tools, he gave me the platform, he gave me the desire in my heart to keep pushing forward. But I had to use those things. I had to put them in action. Like Demetria just said, it's faith in operation and faith in action. If you don't use what he gives you when you ask for it, then you are wasting opportunity. And I'm going to go as far as to say, like, you wasted the prayer. Like, why would you pray for something and you're not going to use it? So that is what you need to do. I don't know how to say it any more simpler than that. Ask for what you want. Ask for what you deserve. Like, stop selling yourself short. You deserve everything that your heart desires. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be fit. You deserve everything that you want. You deserve it. Tell yourself, when you wake up tomorrow morning, look in the mirror and say, I deserve this raise. I deserve happiness. I deserve peace. I deserve to be comfortable. Whatever it is you deserve, tell yourself that and then go and ask for it. But be prepared for when you receive it. So I'm going to ask you, like, I need my peace of mind. I need to be settled in what I am doing. Are you prepared for peace? Or do you like living in drama and messiness? Because let's face it, some of us will say that we need peace, but we ain't happy unless we in some drama or unless we being messy. It's just facts. And if you prefer to be drama uploaded and messy, then that's just who you are as a person. But stop asking for peace if you are not a peace giver and you're trying to receive it. You can't do it. And those are some honest, hard facts, true. Now here's the thing. You can ask and you can receive. But the thing is that sometimes when you ask it, it's not an immediate response. And I always tell my kids, like, people think we live in a microwave society. Like, I ask for something, and then boom, it's automatically supposed to happen. Sometimes it does happen that way, but more often than not, it doesn't. You ask, and then there is a waiting process in the ask. But guess what you do in that waiting process? You get ready. You get ready to receive. Sometimes we not get what we asking for because we ain't getting ready in the waiting process. We're not getting ready to receive it. We just ask for it and then we let it lay to the side. But we have to prepare and remain faithful even in the waiting process. So even in this waiting process of determining what I'm going to do with my own life, I'm like, okay, Lord, while I'm waiting, I'm going to prepare. If I feel like I need to take more classes, get another degree, whatever it is I need to do in this process, save money, become a woman that attracts the type of man that I want. Whatever it is in that waiting process, do it. You've done the ask. You've shot your shot. So once you've shot your shot, get ready. Get ready to reap the rewards of your ask. And don't be afraid to do it. Stop being afraid to ask for stuff. And another thing, stop being afraid to ask for the help after you ask for the ask. Like, you'll ask for something like, Lord, I need a new house. And Lord said, I'm going to bless you with a new house. You get in a new house and you're like, I don't know how to do all this stuff. So I don't know how to do the plumbing. Something's wrong with the toilet. I don't know how to paint. I don't know how to decorate. That's why God gave other people talents that you may not have, so that even after you ask, you can ask again. That's a joy and the blessing, is that you can keep asking. And maybe you get it and maybe you don't. But guess what? It's going to be okay whether you get it or whether you don't. At least you know that you gave it your best shot in asking for what you want. Here is the other thing. And I don't know, I'm trying to see if this is my final. I told y'all we had some technical difficulties starting this live. But I really felt it necessary to come in here because I see so many women, especially in my timeline, who are like, I'm about to start this business. I'm going to move forward in my relationship. I'm going to be a better mom. I'm going to be this. And I see a lot of women who judge themselves when they don't necessarily get, or they already reject themselves. So they're afraid to ask for it because they've already in their mind set up the 10 reasons why they don't deserve it, or the 10 reasons why somebody won't give them what they're asking for. And I'm here to tell you that don't be afraid of rejection. Don't be afraid if you can't get it from this person, because there may be somebody else out there willing to give it to you and give you more. And that's in business, that's in family, that's in relationship, that's in whatever you want to do. You first have to step out of your comfort zone and be willing to ask. So I'm not just preaching it to y'all. This is a living thing for me. So when I went to Burger King the next morning and that lady tried to hand me that grape jelly out of that window, I was like, no, ma'am, I do not like grape jelly. I would prefer strawberry. And that seems like something so tiny, but it makes a difference because I know what I like and I know what I don't like. And why would I settle for what I don't like when I can ask for what it is that I desire? And so pay attention to the moments in your life where you are sitting there and you want something and you want to ask for it. It's like that little, I don't know what is it, little fairy princess sitting on your arm, and you're like, no, I'm not going to ask for it. You keep talking yourself out of asking for it. I want you to get mad at yourself. I want you to be so enraged with yourself that you are not asking, that it forces you to ask for what you really want. Stop being afraid. There are so many opportunities and so many blessings in store for you. You won't have room to receive. Like, I'm telling you, that's my prayer every day. It's like, Lord, shower down all these blessings that I won't have room to receive, that my cup will overflow and keep overflowing and keep overflowing. And Lord, and give me the tools and everything I need to be able to accept these, to be able to receive what you are offering to me. So in your prayers tonight, ask for the desires of your heart, and then ask God to also prepare you for the receipt. See, We be prepared for rejection. We be prepared for the failure. But why are we not preparing for the win, for the victory, for the more, for the greater? Like, why are we not doing that? So I'm going to live my life like the good book tells me. Like, you already got the victory, sis. Live your best life. I didn't need for little Duval to tell me that. I don't need nobody else to tell me that, because God has already told me that at the end of this whole big, great journey, I win. I gain the desires of my heart. I see my territory increase, and I get to see the fruits of my labor receive victory. If we could just live in that, like, just tomorrow, try this. Go out and live your life like you win. Like, even, it don't matter what come up, no matter what comes up. If it's crappy on the job, if your kids ain't moving fast and they cause you to be late, live your life like you winning. Like, okay, we ain't on time, but we gonna get there in a minute. Y'all want me to do this at work? Okay, whatever. Live your life like that and see how it will turn your perspective around, and then you will get to see yourself like, I deserve everything I'm about to ask for. I deserve everything I'm about to ask for. Tonight, homework assignment. Make a list of what you have been wanting to ask for. What have you been wanting to ask for? From any and everybody. Just say, hey, you in the house with this man? Sir, I want to be in a committed relationship with you, and I'm asking if that is what you want. Don't be afraid to ask it. Like, now, let me be honest with you. You might not say your prayers first and see if you get the answer that you want. But you get an answer. You're asking for what you want out of life. Take your life by the horns and live it to the best for you. I can't tell you what to do to have your victorious life. I can tell you what I'm doing. That's what this is. This is a lesson in what I'm doing. I'm asking for what the desires of my heart are. And then I'm preparing to receive those. I'm not living in the moment like, okay, well, I'll ask for this blessing and I haven't seen it. It's been 2 hours and ain't nothing happened yet. No, I'm asking for it and I'm leaving it. And I'm going off to prepare for when I get it. And so ever since I've changed my mindset and to live into victory, like, I'm going to ask for this. And I'm going to prepare to get that, because that's what I'm asking for. And even if it comes in a different form than what I've asked for, I know I'm preparing for the next step. I am preparing for the victory. I am preparing for the testimony. I am preparing for the shout. So, ladies, I've given you a couple of assignments. Let's review them, please. Ask for what you want. Shoot your shot. All you can either hear is yes or no. And either way, you get to know where to go in your life. If you get a no over here, reroute until you get that yes you believe you deserve. And then in the midst of your asking, start the preparation work for what you want to receive. Why ask and then not be prepared for what you're going to receive? Tell me that. You asking for extra money, yet all you want to do with that extra money is go spend it on some shoes and a purse and whatever. No. Use that extra money. Invest in yourself. Take another class. Build up your portfolio. Start that business. If you're going to ask for it, be prepared to receive it. The other thing I said was, when you ask, don't be afraid of rejection. You may get rejected in the ask. Guess what? Rejection won't kill you. You know what I'm saying? It just won't. It won't kill you. What it does is build you up some character. Because let me tell you, honey, as many times as I was rejected for some stuff, I'm like, okay, well, you said no, but I'm going to get a yes somewhere down the line. And then you're going to watch me work after I get that yes from that person. So, toodles, maybe this was not meant for you on your path, but I know it's meant for me because I'm asking for it and it is part of the desire of my heart. So ask. Don't be afraid of rejection and prepare what you are asking for. Then the final thing I wanted to say is this. Be appreciative of the received. Be appreciative of the received. Be thankful for the received. Be grateful for the received. Because this is what happens. You ask, you get it, and then you forget who gave it to you. You set it to the side. I deserve this. I deserve this. I did the work for this. But you forgot. You asked. And he showered it down and you received it. Be grateful in everything. Be appreciative in everything. Be thankful in everything. Because as much as you asked and received it, it can be taken away. So when you ask, be confident in your ask, but be thankful and be appreciative and be grateful for when you get that received. And then you know what you do? You make somebody else's asks come true. We tend to forget to pour it back into other people. So as much as people have poured into me, because God sends those people to pour into your life. So as much as those people have poured into me, it is my ultimate responsibility to make sure that I am making somebody else's ask come true. So you have to pray, God, send me those people in my direction who I can help too. You can't just be selfish with it. You ask, you get it, you're grateful, and then you pour into somebody else. It's so imperative that we start to pour into each other. That is like a dying skill set, pouring into somebody else. But it's something that we need to practice if we are going to see greater in our lives, if we're going to see victory, if we're going to see wins in our lives. It's the asking, the not being afraid, the appreciative, and pouring into somebody else. I think I missed the point, but go back, rewind it, and tune in. I'm just telling you guys that if you follow that formula for the desires of your heart, for your asking and your receiving, you will be blessed beyond measure. You will get to see your territory increase, and you'll get to see somebody else's territory increase. And it is nothing greater than to see God's work not only in your life, but the lives of the people around you. How miraculous and fulfilling will that be? So with that being said, I want you guys to go look up. I wrote it down because I forget it myself. Matthew 7:7. It's the ask, seek, knock. We are given directions in the Bible on how to ask, properly seek, and knock. So why not use that good book to get the desires of your heart, to be the best version of you, and to share that with the world. But first, you got to stop being afraid to step outside your comfort zone and just go ahead and ask. Because I'm about to ask y'all something right now. I'm about to ask each and every one of y'all listening to go ahead on over to iTunes and click subscribe on that Just One Hot Mom tab so that you can get all this fire, this flavor, this heat, and this sauce all the time. And I'm just saying, I'm asking that, and I'm going to prepare for the received. I'm going to prepare better shows. I'm going to prepare engaging shows. I'm going to be prepared for what it is that I promise to give you guys. So go ahead on over. I'm asking y'all, hit that subscribe button so we can rock this out together. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for giving me the opportunity to be a part of your life and for you guys to be a part of mine. Guess what, girlies? We've been getting it together, and I gotta come up with a new end tagline, because after Friday, I will no longer be losing. Guess what, hotties? You've been tuned in and you've been elevated. But today, we did go to another level. So guess what, hotties? You've been tuned in and you've been elevated. I'll talk to you soon.